Okay, so this is a really good question. I'm going to try and explain it in 60 seconds. Let's go. Sorry, I'm a bit out of breath. I just ran up the stairs. Okay, step one, you're going to want to pick a niche. This is really important. You don't want to be blogging about anything and everything, otherwise you will never turn up in search. So 2 steps to picking a niche. Number 1, pick something that you feel like you can write about forever and ever and create content on that you really enjoy. Step 2 is something that people are already searching for, people are interested, and that you can create value in some way. So that might be creating travel itineraries, it might be showing someone the best ways to clean a house, literally anything that adds value. Step 2, you're going to write 10 search engine optimized blog posts. If you want to know more about that, I can create another video on it. However, if you can do more than 10, that's amazing, but at least 10. You want to be really, really strategic with those blog posts. Step 3, you're going to set up a business account on Pinterest. It's free to do and pretty simple to do as well. You can just Google it, really easy. It just means you have access to more tools and analytics, which is going to be really helpful in the long run. Once you've got a business account and you have set up your profile and done all the search engine optimization on that, I can do another video on that. You're going to create some boards. Let's start with 5 boards. And we want all these boards to be specific to your blog niche. Step 4, I think. Create super eye-catching search engine optimized pins for each of those 10 blog posts that you created and pin them to your boards, linking them to those blog posts. People are already searching for your content in Pinterest, so you just need to create pins that are showing up at the top of that search, and then people will click on those pins and they will be taken through to your blog. If you're not that familiar with design or creating pins, don't worry, you can use templates. However, do not use the templates that come in Canva ready to go because they're just not very effective, to be completely honest. Instead, you want to put some money into buying templates. They're really, really affordable. I have some for sale, the link's in my bio. I'm working on making some more at the moment, but you can buy them from anyone, you'd have to buy them from me. Using pre-made templates just mean that they're going to look really professional and they're going to work well for you rather than you spending loads of time making pins that aren't really effective. And I'm going to tell you a little secret, not a lot of people are using Pinterest effectively. So if you do, you will be coming up top of the searches and you will be getting loads of clicks through to your blog. In fact, I know of a lot of blogs that pretty much get most of their traffic from Pinterest, and that's how they make their money, through ads and brand deals. I hope this was helpful. If you want anything explained in more detail or if you have any more questions, then just comment below and I will get back to you.
I'm going to be honest with you, if you're not getting page views to your blog, it's probably because you're not doing something right. And that thing you're not doing right is called SEO. That's short for search engine optimization. That's when you search engine optimize your blog posts so that they show up on search engines. And the reason that's so important is because you want people to find your blog posts from Google, from other search engines. So basically, like when you want to find what are the best things to watch on Netflix right now, or cookie recipe for 2, something like that, those are all search engine optimized blog posts so that when you have a problem and you go on Google to search for an answer, those blog posts show up. Essentially, that's what you want your blog to do as well. You want your blog to show up on Google. If you want to learn about SEO, there's a ton of free information online, including on my blog. Just search for SEO when you go to link in bio, but I also have a course that takes all my trial and error and all my research of 7 years of blogging. Link is in the bio.
Here's how you can start your own blog just like how I did for mine, called Glamour and Guide. First thing that I would do is figure out a niche that you want to post in and what kind of blog that you're going to be creating. And I would recommend doing this either like in a notebook or through Google Drive, just somewhere where you can write down all of these notes. After you figure out what kind of blog that you want to do, figure out your budget and what kind of platform you want to be using and how much you want to be spending. I use WordPress and I absolutely love it. I only pay annually, meaning one time every single year I have to pay for my domain and then my website. This is what allows it to stay up and running. After you picked a niche and you already have a platform for where your website is going to be on, I would start now creating and drafting up some blog posts for what you want to write about and the topics that you're going to be using. Doing this beforehand is going to make it so much easier because you already have a plan of what is going to be on your blog. I would also recommend using Pinterest to repost all of your blog posts on there and drive traffic to it.
If you're a new blogger, stop scrolling. Here are 3 things that I'd recommend for new bloggers as a blogger of 8+ years. First up, pick one main topic to blog about and then incorporate 1 or 2 supporting topics. The reason you want to do this is because you want your website to start building authority with Google so that you rank in search when people are looking for content. One factor of Google ranking is authority. Are you an expert on this topic? Is your website the best place to go to learn about fashion, beauty, food, whatever? The second thing I would do is implement SEO strategies. One of the easiest is to write blog posts targeting specific keywords, and you can use keywords everywhere, which is not a free but a cheap tool that you can use to identify keywords. Another SEO tactic is internal linking, meaning you link to other blog posts so you create a lot of related content to decrease your bounce rate on your website. And tip number 3, start an email list. This is the one thing I'd wish I'd done sooner, and even if you just send out whatever the latest blog post was, start collecting emails from your readers. Follow for more tips.
Can't believe this. I just got paid $11,000 in passive income from a blog post that I wrote 5 years ago. It gets all its traffic from search engines and it's monetized using affiliate marketing. It's a product review post and I get paid 25% commission every time somebody buys the product. This particular product is around $1,000, so every time somebody buys it, I personally make around $250 per purchase. This is income that I receive on a quarterly basis from this affiliate. I'm actually part of about 55 other affiliate programs as well, although this is one of the most highest performing. And this is through just blogging and organic search traffic, and maybe a little bit of Pinterest. Leave a comment if you want to know more about this.
I'm teaching you how to blog in 30 days, and today is day 1. We're going to start by figuring out your niche. Today, I want you to take out a pen and paper or a notes app in your phone, and I want you to write out at least 10 to 15 ideas for these questions. What are you knowledgeable about? What are you good at? What could you talk about for hours on end with no prep whatsoever? What's a special skill that you have? Seriously, I want 10 to 15 things written down on that list. And then get ready for day 2.
Insanely Useful Websites, Part 122. This website will write all of your blog posts. Enter your topic, choose the recommended keywords. Under titles, click Generate, add it into your blog. Click Outlines and then Generate, add it into your blog. Double click the titles and do paragraph. Repeat the process, tidy it up, and then you've got yourself a blog.
Okay, back with the series about answering your blogging, influencer, content creator questions after I shared that I made close to $70,000 this past year doing all those things. And it's really funny that I've been sharing content creation tips for 6 years and nobody really cared about them until I shared that I make a decent amount of money doing all those things. That's no shade to this question, but just in general. So I will say, how do you start a blog? I'm not going to be able to drop all the tea in a TikTok because honestly the best place to learn about a blog is on an actual website. So if you go to mine, comfygirlwithcurls.com, I have tools, and yes, I have to refresh myself. I have a blog post on a beginner's guide to blogging legally, how to choose the right blogging platform, how much time does it take to start a blog, how much money does it take to start a blog, a blogging checklist. It's all there.
Bloggers, listen up. This is how to win on Pinterest right now. If you're like me and you've been doing this for a while, you probably got stuck in some routines, or if you're starting out, you probably don't know what to even do with Pinterest. This is what you should be doing. Your focus should be on idea pins. Idea pins are what is bringing traffic to everybody. Standard pins, I have not seen. I have 5 Pinterest clients, and I have not seen normal regular pins taking off the last 6 months. Carousel pins do okay, video pins do okay, but idea pins are what have been taking off the most. If you have more questions about Pinterest, let me know.
Hello! Blogging tips for beginners. First, identify what resonates with your audience. Second, write like you talk. Third, show your personality, don't tell it. Fourth, use examples and back up to why what you're saying is important. Fifth, give your audience something to walk away with. And lastly, blog consistently with the help of a virtual assistant. Hire a VA at myvirtudes.com and follow for more tips.
Here we go, now 1, nothing wrong with me. 2, nothing wrong with me. 3, nothing wrong with me. 4, nothing.
Here's one thing I see on new blogs over and over that really hurts your overall success. It's not getting started with a proper SEO strategy. If you're not properly optimizing your content, Google's not going to show you to the people you want to reach. You're not going to rank well, and you're not going to rank well on Pinterest too. So here's the easy way to fix that. Download the Yoast plugin and use their checklist to properly SEO your content. This is the easiest way to optimize your content, and do it from the start.